Hey, what's going on everyone? Kenan here, and I gotta get to work. I just don't like having this tub right here. It's unsightly. I need to get water through it more often. So I'm gonna move it, and we're gonna go ahead and drain it out today, and we're gonna remove the turtles from it. This is a Japanese wood turtle. We're gonna put them elsewhere temporarily. I'm gonna move this, and we're gonna move it around back, off display, as I like to say. We're gonna move it off display. Very simply, I'm gonna go ahead and place it over here. Now, why would I place it over here? Well, it's out of the way, but I can tap into this water system, and I can go ahead and make sure that it gets water every single day cycling through, so to keep it cleaner. And this way, when I run water through it, it's not going all over my driveway, and I'm not making mud on my driveway. It's a temporary fix because, guys, what I'm going to do here in the next few months is I'm going to talk to my friends at Aquascape, and I want to build the ultimate baby turtle pond that's covered, completely covered, so prey can't get in it. That's coming up. But right now, let's go ahead and drain this out, see who's in here, move the rocks. I'm going to take this, break it down, and we're just going to do some rearranging on the camp today. Things that need to get done. Let's get to it. Okay, we got little turtles right here. Here's everybody, little snappers, and the Reeves turtles. But you'll notice that this Wonderland tub has seen better days. This thing's buckling. So I think I'm gonna change things up, friends. You gotta adapt, you gotta totally adapt, and that's what I'm doing. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this tub. We're gonna go ahead and use this. I'll level it off. I'm going to adjust it with this PVC here. I'm going to get a male adapter and a standpipe on the outside so that when it rains, it won't overflow, or when I put water into it, it won't overflow out the top. It'll overflow out of a standpipe. That's the best way to do it. So I'm going to mess with this, try and figure this all out, get it as level as possible. Remember, this is a temporary situation. What I'd ideally like to do is get those animals into a pond. Now, the Reeves turtles are kind of small. I was thinking about, I was like, what could I do? I really didn't want to mix Central American and Asian turtles just because I'm trying to make it like, a real zoo and just keep the animals separate in the exhibit. But I could go around with wood on the bottom of this to keep them from coming through the chain link, or I could hog ring a smaller diameter wire up, which would probably be easier. I could just go ahead and do that. But part of me is not sure. I mean, this would be an awesome enclosure. I don't mind them being in with the caiman, but I've got the two large Central American, or excuse me, the two large Podocnemus unifilis, the yellow spotted Amazon turtles. So I don't know, I'm kind of feeling like, hey, do I just, let that be its own thing? So I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Would you care if I mixed Asian turtles? I mean, it's not going to hurt them. It's just purely for my own, just keeping them separate. So I don't know. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to go ahead and set up that tub, put them in it, and we'll see what we can do with that Waterland tub to make it, a cool little habitat for these guys. That'll always get water. And then in the comments below, let me know what you think. Should I put them in the caiman enclosure? The caiman's really not going to mess with them. I'm not worried about anything like that. It's purely because, would it be okay for me? It would be okay, but would you guys want to see Asian turtles with Central American turtles? Let me know. Or should I keep it like I planned? So I don't know. But eventually there will be a new pond here that is going to be dedicated to smaller turtles, that's going to be completely covered so that no predators can get in at them. Okay, I'm going to get to work right here now. See ya. Okay, this is very simple. Poly tubing. I had a coupling. I just tapped into the piece of poly tube that I left here, and then it simply is just running down and filling this up. I'm gonna probably zip tie it to the wire here. Again, this is off display, guys. This is purely because I need space, and I need a good spot for those turtles right now. That you know how I like to do things. I like things to look good, and this and that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set this up for these turtles. I'd like to get some aquatic plants in here as well. We'll go ahead and put the guppies back in. We'll get the turtles back in, but I need to now do the kind of decorating, figure out how I want to do it. I've got some old logs over here that I think I'm going to use logs instead of, maybe I'll have to cut one down, but I don't know if these will work, but I want to sink a log in there so that the animals can walk from the deep out into the air and onto a basking platform, because this has sheer sides and I'd like to keep it at least that deep. I like when the turtles can swim. You just have to make sure they have areas that they can find to easily crawl out on, and these guys are good swimmers. All the turtles in there are going to be able to swim, so I'll go ahead and attack that situation right now. In fact, I may even be able to rig up something with the Aquascape fake logs that they have. I've got a bunch of those, so maybe I'll look into that and see what I can come up with. I've got a few Aquascape pond furniture situations that might come in really handy right now, because I don't know, I don't have a lot of trees that I want to remove limbs from at the moment. Okay, here we go. We're gonna get to it. Okay, very simple, right? We went ahead and I just put a little lag bolt through here, and we kind of attached these together. They're sturdy enough for these little turtles. We have the fish caves from Aquascape. This is their fake log that I had. And I'm trying to keep this simple because I don't want to put any heavy slate rock in there. It just is hard to work with. It slides, it gets algae all over it. This will be easier for me to pull out, clean. And as you can see, I might have to just trim down the standpipe a little bit to give them a little bit more land. I'll probably cut it down here so that this is all exposed. But you see how we've got things that they can grip on and climb their way up easily. If they get tired, they can walk up here. This will grip. Very important, because if there's too steep a side for aquatic turtles, believe it or not, they can drown if they tire themselves out. I've had it happen. I've also had animals drown when it gets too cold and it's too steep here. They just might need a breath, but they don't have the energy because it's cold and they can't get out. So we're going to go ahead and start filling this up. But I think we need to get maybe a plant and put a plant in here, see if it'll take. Maybe some lilies, I don't know. We got to figure it out. So that's what I'm going to do. Maybe some kind of marginal plant. That's what I'm going to do next. I'll see you in a minute. All that racket you hear is my buddy Sophia. She is feeding the animals, and here she comes now. Check her out. She's doing her job. Such a good guy. What did I say? Good thing she's got her headphones in. Such a good gal. We love her. There she goes. Look at her working. What a hard worker. Anyway, I'll get right back to it and see what we can come up with as far as this stuff right here. So here we go. All right, there it is. Very, very simple. I'm glad I had these Rubbermaids here. We got a little alligator growing in there. We'll see how that takes. The turtles will probably dig into the mud that it's encased in. Again, all I used was this aquascape furniture for ponds and for you know, fountains and stuff. They're fish caves. I had 2 of those and 3 of their large logs, and I kind of, you know, put them all together, and this is what we got. I'm pretty happy with it. We've got water that will come on twice a day and help overflow it and keep it clean. You can see the standpipe, it's overflowing right now. That's what it does. It just overflows. So if we get heavy rain, it's never going to fill up to the top to where these turtles are going to escape. Speaking of turtles, here they are. I'm just going to keep letting this do its thing and maybe clear out a little bit, because I adjusted the little alligator here. It's kind of resting on this at the moment. It'll get its roots going in a few weeks and it'll stand up straight, and it'll also propagate. It propagates by a rhizome that it sends out, so it'll be able to do its thing in here. I'm really excited about it. And again, just getting this pond set up is going to be really nice. It's actually got more water volume than the Waterland tub at the moment, and you know, I needed this. I wanted to clean up that front area and make it look a little more sightly. This is temporary, but I wanted you guys to see the whole process, because you know what? These make really good aquatic turtle habitats if you can set them up. It makes good aquatic turtle habitats if you are not going to breed them, because there's no land in here, obviously. So for juveniles or animals that you're not breeding, this is a good setup. Just make sure they have ample places for them to get out of the water. I'm going to go ahead and start putting the turtles in, and just let this clear out. We're going to let it run and run and run, and it'll be really cool. So let's go ahead, get our wood turtle first. And what do I like to do? I like to always put them up on a log, and there she goes, or rather there he goes, and they got a new place to hang out. So that's what we're doing. Next up, we'll get this little snapper right here. Put that little guy, it's one of Fred's snappers, and really cool. So we'll go ahead and let him take a breath, and then he'll dive right on in. Pretty cool stuff. I'm really happy with this. I'm happy that it's no longer going to be in front of the pond, or excuse me, in front of the warehouse. So let's get a couple of these little reeves. How pretty are these little guys? So we got 2 males right here. Put one right there. He's going to jump right off, pretty sure. And then this one right here. Go ahead. Ploop. Careful. There you go, little guy. And they'll figure it all out, their new little habitat. This little guy's being shy. Well, let's get another one out. So we got the 3 little reeves turtles, the wood turtle, and the snapper. And I am getting some snake neck turtles soon. So they'll juveniles and they'll live in here as well. So there you have it, everybody. Oh wait, let's get our little fishies in here. I'm gonna just go ahead and dump these fish in. Oh look, a couple of fish jumped out. Yikes. How the heck? Oh no, I tried to save as many fish as I could. These guys jumped out. All right, we're gonna pick this up, maybe 2 hands, 2 hands. 2 hands, put it in, and whoop-hi. There you go. Fish are in. Everything is as it should be. All right. There you go, everybody. Just a quick fix here at the camp. We're gonna let this run through, like I said, let it clear up. But I think these guys are gonna be much happier in this. They will have more shade. The other one was right in the sun, so it got algae real quick. This is gonna have sun in the morning, and then it'll be a little bit more cool in the afternoon. So thank you so much, everyone. That's what we're doing. This is how you can set up some juvenile aquatic turtles, or turtles that you're not gonna breed. Really simple. Hope it gave you some ideas. You want to make a habitat that they can easily climb up and get a breath in, and that's what we did. So it's easier for me when I want to drain it. I just pull the plug right here, and I can drain it all out and refill it with fresh water. And that is going to be that, because this little dude and that hose is about to pop out. Here we go, everybody. Thanks so much for joining me today. Let me know what you guys think, and don't forget the question I asked you. Should I put some Asian turtles in with the Central American turtles and the Cayman, or should I just keep it Central America? Let me know. What do you think I should do with Cayman Creek? All right, everyone, thanks so much. It looks like this guy's gonna take his time going in the water, which is okay by me. I'll talk to you all again real soon. Bye.